What's up, everybody? It is Epic back here making another episode of Assassin's Creed Revelations. Should be the last episode.
Here it comes.
Fingers crossed. There's only two sequences.
What
in
is
this
that?
one.
What's going on? This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion. What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Don't do this. I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
We don't have much time to get in the fucking corner.
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister.
You're
For it is
excited about
late,
this.
and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
A homecoming.
Over here. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up, then set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance, and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea
And
as
like,
well?
there's 3 memories in sequence.
Okay.
You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go.
Use eagle vision.
Hmm?
Use eagle vision.
Okay.
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio. You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
Yeah, just leave her unprotected, hoe. Well, that makes sense. Whatever.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, Altair.
Yeah!
I don't want to watch this memory. Is it the one you cried on?
You have seen to my books.
No,
Yes.
it is not.
Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Is it the final part where
Good.
Ezio dies?
Yeah.
I don't
Very
think
good.
that's in the game.
Father, I do not understand.
What?
Why did
What?
you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
What?
You should go.
We'll talk about
When
it
the Mongols
once
return,
the credits are
Masyaf must
rolling.
be empty.
What?
I see.
What?
This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
Keep it dry, keep it dry, keep it dry. Keep them dry. Keep them dry. Feed 'em
I'm
up.
trying. I'm trying to keep it dry.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
The thing is, we only played as Altair for one game.
Huh?
We only played as Altair for one game.
I don't know.
But he is the beginning of the assassins. The new assassins until you start getting into the weirdness of Origins and Odyssey and Crackhead Energy. Sorry, do you not like Crackhead Energy?
Another artifact.
Oh no.
No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war
this in the
which
books?
raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our
I'm
efforts.
90%.
But it doesn't mean it's not in there. I just don't.
Right, I'm 90%
Each
all the
vault's
Desmond stuff's not
knowledge
in there.
was transmitted to a single place.
No, I don't want to read it.
Well, I know it's in this one. It's not so bad in the books.
It
I
was our
promise.
duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sum
Animation just
all
makes it
that was
cool.
collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
Lord! How many times have we seen this part? This scene?
earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way.
This is such a long cutscene.
But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.
Well, there you go, baby. That is the end of the game. Any comments? Any concerns?
No.
Anything you want to tell the audience?
Read the books. And watch the rest of our other series too. we got a ton of them going.
Alright, guys. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.
To show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to